Alrighty then, last race is underway. We've got LS1 Bird in first position. We've got Hoodlum in second place. We've got Nodder in third. Donkey 613 there in fourth position. LS1 Bird getting a better start off the grid than he did the last race. Looks like Hoodlum has found some pace in the meantime from the previous race, so we'll see if we can hold on to Bird this time around. Looks like Bird had a bad jump that time, so Hoodlum will be a bit closer as we get through these next section here. So we swing it right, we swing it left. LS1 Bird in first, Hoodlum in second, Nodder in third. Donkey 613 having his first ever race here in Revline. They're in fourth position. Hopefully we'll see more of him in the future. So Bird still holding on for Mal, but Hoodlum is all over the back of him here. Hopefully they'll provide us an entertaining race. They've slightly left Nodder alone already in this one. So we've had 2 wins from Ezin today. We've had 1 win from David Final Form. Could we get 2 wins from LS1 Bird? Or will Hoodlum get one for himself? He had a very bad jump there though. That's going to throw him out and allow Nodder to get into second position. That allows LS1 Bird to get a bit of a gap there over Nodder in second. Hoodlum third. Donkey 613 in fourth. Not miles off the pace either. Clearing some of the tyres there for the future. Good to see, good to see. Ooh, Nodder gets so close there to the rock, but still manages to hold it together. There is your top 3 in your frame right there. LS1 Bird, Nodder, Hoodlum. We're doing Savlak's main circuit reverse in the Hurricane. Nodder goes very wide there into the tyres, but still holds on to second position for now. So we're on lap 3 of 21. We have done 5 races today. 5 races. We're doing 5 again tomorrow, and I'm not sure if that'll be the last week we do 5. I just thought I'd give it a go, see what the turnouts would be like. Yeah, we're doing our 5th one of the evening. Tomorrow we are running Cannon Hill in the Nammies. Hoodlum is getting a lot closer here to Nodder. We are getting some entertaining racing in this one. Can Hoodlum get back his second position that he got in qualifying? How long will they be battling for? Is LS1 Bird just going to get away? He's currently on a 109.017. We're going to ride on board with Hoodlum. So Nodder has already had a podium today. Now he's looking for a second place. Beating someone like Hoodlum would do well for his ELO ranking as well. Hoodlum is climbing towards the upper mid-pack there in the rankings as of last week. You can see the Bird in first position, clearing second and third here. Hoodlum had a very good jump there all over the back of Nodder. He's going to back out of that one a little bit. How's it going for Azini? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We're running the last race now. We had low turnouts for the last one and for this one, but we've still got some racing. This one looks like it's providing more entertainment than the last, with Hoodlum and Nodder here in second and third. So this is the battle to watch here. LS1 Bird looking like he's checking out there in first position. We'll see what kind of lap time he has got later on. Hoodlum doing a very tight line there through that last turn. It looks like he's definitely got the pace over Nodder, but he still has to figure out a way to do an overtake. Backs out a little bit of that one there. Let's just see what LS1 Bird has got here. A 108.978, fastest lap time of the race so far. Donkey 613. I love this skin. Love it. Nice work, nice work. So Hoodlum just needs to figure a way to get past Nodder here. Got a bit of a wayward landing earlier on, losing that second position. You'd probably be hoping to put up a challenge to Ellis One Bird at the start of this race. But as you can see there, Ellis One Bird up ahead, just building that gap over this battle for second and third position. Nodder just being very consistent here, jumped into this race. Looks like he's doing all right. He's already had a podium earlier on. Let's see what kind of lap time he's doing. He's on a 109.382. Just finished clipping some of the race 1-2 fights versus Joe and Co. Need to do some highlight clip and watch back in rocking chair. Yeah, man. I'll do that. I'll do that. I get it. I get it. Looks like Nodder started to extend the gap between him and Hoodlum now. Oh yeah, you can use anything you want, Frozini. Anything you want, mate. If you do like do any Twitch clips or whatever, feel free to post them in the Revline Discord. There's like an archive over there where you can share clips and stuff like that. All good, mate. Yeah, fifth race of the night. The mouth is getting dry. I forgot to get myself a drink, so we are getting through this as we stand. We've got Ellis One Bird in first, Nodder in second. Riding on board with Hoodlum in third position. He's just set his personal best for this race, a 109.204. As he looks to make his way towards Nodder. Nodder was hoping to get a 108. At some point. He's getting very close. He's got a 109.122. Ellis One Bird here in first position, a 108.816. We'll get back in that free cam. Bit of a lonely race for Donkey 613. It is his first race. Hopefully in his next one there'll be more of a field for him to compete against. As it stands, we are getting a decent race here between second and third. The last race, Bird just checked out in first position. Hoodlum got second, and then Johnny Soccer got his first podium. Yeah, they are on a similar pace. Hoodlum did have the pace advantage to start off with, but Nodder has definitely found something. He's keeping that gap there to Hoodlum, keeping him at arm's length. But we all know what these jumps can do. Yeah, I love this free cam. Yeah, it got posted in the... oh, is that... Oh my god, Hoodlum. I thought he was going to flip it. He held it. He held it. Yeah, this... when we advertised our first Revline Wreckfest 2 event a couple of weeks ago, about 12 hours after that got announced, this free cam mod got released in the Discord, so that was great timing. So yeah, we are not tethered. We can do what we did in Wreckfest 1. We can just float about. Provide the aerial shots like GTA 1. Look at that. If anyone is old enough to have played GTA 1, this is what it used to look like. There's Ellis One Bird there in first position. Then here is your battle for second and third. Hoodlum and Nodder. Good to see that these two guys are managing to get a good race in. The two lonely boys are currently in first and fourth. Very good line there from Hoodlum into turn one. Nodder had a bit of an awkward bounce there as well. That's going to allow Hoodlum to catch right back up to Nodder. Hoodlum on the inside. We've seen this before between Frozini and Joe Burden. With two totally different lines into that corner. Ooh, Hoodlum nearly hitting those rocks there, but holding on. I've seen many people flip there. He had a good corner there as well, just to the right of those rocks. Ooh, we've got high ping variance. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it will not deter us from this battle between Nodder and Hoodlum. LS1 Baird has checked out. So close between these two. We've got Nodder in front in the blue and turquoise. Hoodlum just behind in the purple. Look at those bounces there. Both of them getting good landings there off the jump. With such a similar pace, that's probably what it's going to end up being, is a bad jump for one of these guys, which will decide the second and third position. Ooh, Hoodlum, oh my god, he nearly does it again. Or maybe that's the plan. Very wide entry into that corner. Hoodlum going drifting there, but Nodder just keeping it together. He's not really doing anything to change his lines here to Hoodlum. He's just running his race. Just leaving it to Hoodlum to figure a way to overtake. And he will try again. Let's catch back up with LS1 Baird. Let's see what he is up to. He's on a 108.754 there in first position. And the gap is extended between Nodder and Hoodlum. Hoodlum now has to pick up the pace once again to get back within arm's reach of Nodder. Even a slight mistake from Nodder on one of the jumps would probably not be enough for Hoodlum to overtake. Yeah, Nodder had some good races today so far. Already with a podium to his name at the early stages of the Revline races here. We're only now a second week of these ranked races. And these stats will go on for as long as Wreckfest 2 is a thing here in Revline. So some early podiums, some early wins for the like of LS1 Baird, Ezin, David Final Form. They all count. Hoodlum was closer than ever there before we hit that first jump. But not enough space for him to overtake. There is our leader there, LS1 Baird. In a different postcode at the moment in first position. All this battle in between these two is just allowing Baird to extend that lead. Even a massive catastrophic error over one of the jumps would probably not be enough for these two guys to catch up. Yeah, those jumps have taken many victims today. The likes of Ezin, David Final Form have all fell victim to those jumps. I think DJ Dryker as well was one of the victims earlier on. He had a very consistent run out today, getting three fourth positions, sorry, in a row. Very handy indeed. So we are well past the halfway stage now, like 14 of 21. I think we're going to ride on board again with Hoodlum once we have gone over this jump. Ooh, they were side by side. Hoodlum doing a wheelie there in his Hurricane. Every time he gets close, there's always a little tap and a little weird jump, and that just drops him a little bit further back, so he has to do all the work again. Hoodlum with his fastest time so far, 109.062. Yeah, Hoodlum is definitely piling on the pressure here to Nodder, but Nodder showing that the pressure is not getting to him right now. I'm not sure if he is sweating though. I'm not really sure how much these two guys have raced together, to be honest. Could be the first time ever. Oh, Hoodlum, no! Hoodlum! He goes a flipping. And that looks like... he's not hitting the reset. There we go. That looks like that is it for that battle for first and second on lap 15 of 21. Hoodlum goes a flipping. And Nodder will be free there in second place for now. Very long reset there as well from Hoodlum. And the gap is now huge between first, second, third, and fourth. Jump claims once again another victim. Well, it wasn't really the jump, it's a little bit after it, the little berm there that I've seen a few people go over. I saw Ezin go over it earlier on, just after the jump on the right hand side. Get two wheels on there and the car goes a rolling. Where is Baird? Jesus, he's all the way over here. Yeah, so they get through this jump. So some people flip it on here, and then some people are flipping it just after on here. Like they're putting two wheels on this, and then they just go over here. Yeah, we've seen Ezin do that, DJ Draco, and now Hoodlum. Now we can just do some hot lapping. Yes, indeed. Good battle, good battle. Provided the main entertainment for this race, Hoodlum and Nodder. Let's have a check-in on Donkey. 613. Here he is. His first ever race. Let's see what lap times he's doing. Not sure if anyone is familiar with Donkey. It's on a 110.206. After seeing some of the races earlier on, it would have been very competitive with some of our guys. It's a shame that he's having a bit of a lonely race here. The Shrek donkey there on the top of his car. Look at that LS1 Baird on a 108.567. We're fully so Baird is one of the homies. So in Wreckfest 1 we have we had a dirty racing team called the Homies. LS1 Baird was the captain for that in season 2. Good friend of mine. I've tried turning him into a clean racer for Wreckfest 2, and it looks like it's definitely working. He's getting faster and faster every single week. It's great to see. Here he is, looking for his second win in a row. Yeah, no worries, Frozini. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for racing. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. The Baird looking for another win here. Nodder looking for a second to add to his third earlier on. Keeping it nice and consistent. And there is Hoodlum here in third position. I think something else happened to him that last lap. He just did a 1:15. So there is Baird in first position. And soon we'll get to Nodder in second place. There is Hoodlum in third. And there is Donkey 613 in fourth position. So LS1 Baird is on the 19th lap of 21. Qualified on pole. Ran away from the field while Nodder and Hoodlum were battling. He's not really looked back ever since. So we run at the Nami tomorrow on Cannon Hill main circuit. Will we get different winners, different podiums? What will the changes to the rankings look like after tonight? I'll post them in the Revline Discord after these races. Well, this race is done. Yeah, any feedback for anyone that's watching or who's racing, any feedback is much appreciated. I will look into the time slots, see if we can figure something where for most, like if we can get some time slots where we get decent amount of races. We'll probably end up going for 3 time slots. 1 for the EU guys, 1 for the North American guys, and 1 somewhere in the middle seems about right. We'll probably do that next week. Nodder just being very steady. Ellis Wambert is on the second to last lap of the race. There he is. Only has to navigate all of these jumps one more time after this lap. Constantly dabbing that throttle there through the corners. Seen a lot of different driving styles tonight. One very interesting one for me was Ezin. The constant upshifting and downshifting through corners was very interesting to see. We saw the smooth driving of David final form. Now we are seeing Ellis Wambert getting some wins for himself. Always appreciate seeing Nodder, one of the earlier supporters of the YouTube and Twitch channel. Great to see him racing here tonight. Thank you, Mega Mouth, mate. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much for that subscribe earlier on. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Very much appreciated. We're doing this again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see you there. So we'll go through the final 10s, the last race of the evening. Ellis Wambert will go through the final corner. As he goes towards the start and finish, he will get his second win of the night. Good job there, Ellis Wambert. 2 wins out of 2 for him. And Nodder adding a second place to his third that he got earlier on. Good consistent work for him. And Hoodlum, who has definitely shown the pace here in this race, had some unfortunate incidents with the track. He will get 3rd position, but I'm sure we'll see him again up near the front in future races. Hoodlum will cross the line. And then our final finisher, Donkey613, his first ever race here in Revline. Very lonely one for him. But good to see him turn out, getting a race in. Hopefully he's set himself a target, maybe a lap time, or maybe just being a little bit consistent here. But he will finish the race there in 4th position. And there we go. The podium, Ellis Wambert in first, Nodder second, and Hoodlum. That is your top 3.